Hey there guys, Artistic Nick here, thanks for the click. In today's drawing video, I'm going to be drawing a cartoon version of Deadpool. I was recently out shopping and I saw a t-shirt with this Deadpool image on it and I really liked it. It was a fantastic cartoon style. I've done quite a few Deadpool drawings recently, and what I've recently been going for is a much more realistic looking Deadpool. So I really wanted to attempt this one because it was much more of a cartoon style, the sort of thing that you would see in a comic book. I've started out using my HB Caran D'ache pencil and I'm just plotting out some rudimentary shapes. I'm looking for circles, straight lines, squares, triangles, and then I'm going to start building the details out. Once I'm happy with the general shape and layout, I'm going over this with an ink pen. It's a permanent fine line marker. You can pick these up in any stationery shop. Make sure that you have let this dry before you start any of the erasing of any of the pencil underneath. I went for a background on this picture, and in the background there's an ice cream truck, and I thought it was a nice contrast between the reds and blacks and greys of Deadpool. It's a kind of purpley blue coloured ice cream van, so I thought I'd go for that. It's a full piece. This took me about 10 hours in total, and for the majority of this drawing I'm using my Copic markers, as you can see right now. For the majority of Deadpool I'm using a cadmium and cardinal red. For the darker areas I'm using black, cool grey 7, cool grey 3 and 5. For the straps around Deadpool's shoulders I went for a chamois colour, and for the rest of the truck, like I mentioned, I've gone for a mixture of some of the purples and some of the lighter blues. So I've used a frost blue, a phthalo blue, and the actual purple colour was called amethyst. I really enjoyed this style of drawing, this style of comic work. I've not done an awful lot of it. I've done some anime in the past, but this was a real change from what I've recently been doing, which is a lot of the pencil work. So a few of my last videos have been sort of 15 to 20 hour plus graphite works, and it was really nice to get the Copic markers back in my hand and do something that only took me really over a couple of days. Like I say, it took about 10 hours in total. Now the beauty with these Copic markers, if you haven't used them before, is you can actually blend them. So if you look in some of the areas, particularly around the shoulder, I've managed to get a gradation of black going into a grey, and this adds a sense of realism. Although we're doing a cartoon work here, it adds a sense of realism and dimension. The other thing that you can do with Copic markers is you can actually layer one colour on top of the other. So in the shaded areas under Deadpool's chin, you can see that I've added different colours. So I've added some of the greys and some of the darker reds, just to bring out some of the shadowed areas. And this is one of the most important things about using the Copic markers. I was having a discussion with somebody the other day who'd recently bought some alcohol-based markers, and they were saying they weren't getting the same effect as I'm getting, and I asked them what paper they were using. And it's absolutely vital when you're using any kind of alcohol-based marker that you've got the right kind of paper. I actually use Strathmore Bristol board. This is A4 sheets of paper. It comes in packs of 20 and it costs about £10. I also use grey board as well. So if you're using the right type of paper, you are going to get a fantastic effect. I'm having so much fun with the channel at the moment, guys. Thank you so much for supporting it. Don't forget, if you haven't subscribed, go and hit that subscribe button now, turn the notifications icon on. You can also find me on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. The links to all of my social media platforms are down below in the descriptions. I've had a real blast with this. I'm just going to leave you now with a final picture of my Deadpool drawing. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope it's helped. If you have any questions, leave me a comment down below. Don't forget to smack the thumbs up button, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching.
Hit subscribe, smack the notifications button, follow me on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter.